Hey Dreamers, this is Jade and I'm here to do my January 2021 creative journal and or memory keeping flip through. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First of all, I left this page blank. I knew I wanted to do an intro page. I just was not ready. I know I wanted to sketch something out. I just was not ready to do that yet. And it wasn't until after the inauguration that I decided I was ready. I did know that I wanted a cartoon goat here illustration. And I usually have to draw from like looking at something or sketch from looking at something. I need to get better at drawing from like memory or my imagination. But anyway, so it was after the inauguration. I Googled like illustration goats or something like that. Because I am a Capricorn. I love my goat. I am a goat, sea goat, whatever. And this illustration of the Bernie goat was on there, and I just could not resist trying to recreate it for myself. I absolutely love it. It is so cute. So yeah, sketched out the Bernie goat. On this day, this was no particular day I did this. This was just like an intro to this journal. Basically just saying goodbye to 2020 and all of the nonsense and shenanigans, and looking forward to 2021 and hoping that things are going to get better for everybody. And so I wrote myself a little note for 2021, and I plan on going back and looking at it at the end of the year and seeing how everything, I guess, panned out in the note. I mean, it's not an extensive note because look at the size of this envelope. But anyway, so yeah, moving on to the third, I had just finished binging Bridgerton, I think. And so yeah, I noticed, as I've said before in another video, I think I do have a process video for this, and maybe this one as well. But anyway, I said in another video how I had recognized Taylor Swift's Wildest Dreams in one of the scenes as like a symphony version. And so it made me go back and revisit the song. And I just absolutely love the song. I loved it when it came out. And so I would listen to it on repeat, and I did that again. And so I just kind of found a picture of a girl standing in the sunset and wrote out some of my favorite lyrics here, or typed it out here. And so yeah, that was fun, that show, and I love that song. Also on this day, the lottery was like super huge or something like that, and so I gave my sister money to buy me, her, and my mom tickets. I actually have the ticket somewhere. I just cannot find where I stuck it. But I do have the note my sister wrote the numbers down on, or we each wrote our own numbers down on, and I kept that. And so when I do ever find the ticket, I will just like tip it in here. So also on this day, I had just not too long ago gotten out of the hospital, and they really gave me like a lot of sodium bicarbonate, which is basically alkaline, but it makes me swell. And so I heard that lemongrass tea was good for inflammation, and I'm trying to transition and look more into holistic and holistic remedies instead of just being shoved a pill every time anything may seem to be off or wonky. Like, I'm tired of taking pills. So yeah, so I did have some lemongrass tea, and yeah, that's basically what was going on the 3rd. On the 9th, it was cool. You guys know I like to tell you about my dreams sometimes, and these were cool on this day. First of all, I dreamed I had a twin brother, which was cool, and like all of that Capricorn energy was just magnetic. So I was here for it, and so I found this cute little illustration online, and I turned it into a sticker. And so yeah, and then also that same night, or morning I should say, since I usually don't go to bed until super late in the morning, I dreamed that I was training kids to move things with their minds, and that was really, really cool. So that is pretty much what was going on the 9th. And so the next day, on the 13th, I didn't sleep too well this day. I think I was worried in my head about my video appointment with one of my doctors. I can't remember if it was hematology or nephrology, but everything went fine. And then I had washed my hair the day before, so I ended up flat ironing my hair. And I had been posting about Cobra Kai because I had been binging the last season, and woke up to a lot of my friends commenting under my post about the season, which was interesting. So it was nice having a conversation about the show with that. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai, it's basically a spin-off of the Karate Kid movies. It's a very corny show, but it's very good, very entertaining, and the nostalgia just makes you want to weep sometimes. So if you haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix. I think it started off on YouTube and Netflix ended up picking it up. So yeah, check it out. Later in the day, I finally text my friend. I have been having some interesting sensations and things of that nature going on for a little while. And I've been wanting to text her for a while, like maybe weeks or months. And I had just been putting it off, and I don't know why. But anyway, I finally was like, okay, I'm writing this text out and I'm shooting it to her. And basically, she came back and gave me a message that my dad was around, which I always feel my dad around, but sometimes his presence is stronger than others. And basically, she gave me a message from my dad. So that was very nice, very sweet. And I just really love to hear, because I miss the physical presence of my dad and my granddad like a lot. So that's basically what was going on here. And see, I thought it had been like days. I think I got something wrong. I got my days mixed up somewhere. Maybe this was the same day. I don't know. Anyway, at some day, I don't know. I have to check this. But my scalp finally showed up. I had ordered from Chic Sparrow. I will show you actually two of them. I got a pocket. I love this one the most because the variation of the leather is my favorite. And then I got an A6 as well. I love the back of this one. Not so much this front. But anyway, so I kind of just sketched out a scalp looking traveler's notebook in Procreate, made myself a sticker. This sticker is from Miriam Poppins. And so yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that. And also, I have been binging this guy on YouTube called David Lyon. And there was this quote that he said that really stuck out to me. I had to write it down and get it in my journal because it was just profound to me. And it just reads, "The flower doesn't dream of the bee, it blossoms and the bee comes." Just absolutely love that. And I thought it had been weeks, but apparently just a couple days. Today was just like a chill day, very mundane. And then I heard from my friend again, the friend I had contacted just a day or two ago, and she gave me another message. And so it's private, really. And so I just made this little pocket and wrote the message out on this little, what do you call it? Because I took notes as she was telling it to me, and took notes on this. So I just wrote out what I took notes on here. And yeah, I am getting tongue-tied or flustered or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. And so on this day, the 17th, it was my birthday. I turned 40. And so I'd like to, I fussy cut out pieces of my different birthday cards that I received from people to keep as memories in my journal. So like this one is a piece from one that I got from my brother. These flowers, and this one is from my mom. Flowers here too. And this one was a piece I got from my cousin. They sent like my cousins a papyrus, a very, 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 very pretty card. They always send me beautiful things. And so I had to cut this cake out and keep it. And so yeah, it was just cool. I mean, it's pandemic, you can't really do anything, so it's just a rather the regular kind of gathering. I don't know, birthdays for me haven't really been super special for a long time. I think the last time I actually had a party I was like 9 years old. And I kind of had like my existential crisis I think at like 38. So at this point, to me, a birthday is just kind of like another day. I know maybe I should do better with that, but I don't know. And also, I don't know. I don't know if people can understand this, but I've always looked younger than my age, but I've felt, maturity-wise, I've felt older. But then there came a certain point where I don't like I feel like I have a soul age, and that I'm not like, my soul doesn't feel any older than like maybe 25 to 27 or something like that. Like I don't feel internally like I'm a 40-year-old, if that makes any sense. But maturity wise, I feel older. Soul wise, inside wise, I don't feel like I'm 40. I don't know if anybody can understand. If you understand what I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate if people, if I'm not losing my mind. But anyway. And so yeah, on the next day, the 29th, I ended up restarting my Animal Crossing town again. And so this was the day, it only take me a day or so. Somebody nice online was kind enough to hold like some of the stuff that I wanted to keep. And so I finally was able to get through all of the preliminary stuff and get the airport open back up so I could go and pick up my things from her island. So I left her like some bells and Nook Mile tickets and gold and stuff as a thank you for holding my crap. And on this day, my little sister and Serena showed up. So it was very nice to see them. We were keeping the dog for a week. My sister was going on vacation. And so this night we just kind of chilled and had dinner and watched Black Panther. And I just let it out. This never gets old. Because that's actually one of the lines in the movie. And to me, the movie never gets old. I could watch it forever. And I will always love it and be entertained by it. And here I used up the rest of one of the cards that my mom gave me that I have fussy cut stuff out of. And I use the new Jane Davenport inks that I had picked up. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Lastly, this is my January faves page. And I just kind of list out the things that I was loving this month as far as entertainment. And so I watched several shows, as you can see here, but my favorites of them all was Bridgerton, Lupin, and Vikings. Lupin was excellent. Like, this show is so good. It's only 6 episodes. If you haven't watched it, watch it on Netflix. It's so good. It was so good, it made me actually buy the book. So I have the book in my stash to begin reading. You guys know my love for Bridgerton. A lot of people around the world loved it. A lot of people hated it too, or didn't even give it a chance. But and then Vikings, I have been obsessed with Vikings for years. Absolutely love this show. If you want to get into it, but something is stopping you, like every time you cut it on, it's stopping you, turn on the closed caption. That will get you through the first few episodes, and then you will get used to and acclimated to the cadence and the way that they talk and like the accents and stuff like that. And so yeah, this was the final season, and it was good. I am so grateful it was not like a colossal dumpster fire like the trash last season of Game of Thrones. So this was satisfying the way it ended. I thought everybody's story was complete, so I was happy with the ending here. On repeat, you guys already know that I have been listening to Taylor Swift's Wildest Dreams, and also Jill Scott, He Loves Me. If you have not heard that, check it out. It's from her first album, and I just love me some Jilly from Philly. And so here I just used a sticker of Simon this is from Capital Chic Designs. And so if you're looking for it, you have to check her website when it's open. And yeah, and I just kind of wrote out some of the lyrics to Wildest Dreams here, and He Loves Me down here. Another song I forgot to put on here, but I was kind of listening to on repeat in January was Afterglow by Ed Sheeran. This is one of his newest songs, so check that out on Spotify or whatever platform you use. So absolutely love that song as well. But anyway, that is pretty much it for January. If you have any comments or questions about anything, you can definitely leave those below. And I appreciate all the love and support from you guys. So I just want to ask that if you like my content, then please consider thumbs upping the video so it can get out into the algorithm and more people can check out my stuff. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.